Bengali in the program, but he came towards the end and just spoke, I think, few minutes.
Okay. I haven't heard from Kushum, although she sent the email. For a couple of days we haven't heard from her.
She's still in hospital or she came back?
I have no idea. That's the problem.
Uh,
I wanted to find out where she is. She was there, I think, for Christmas. And I don't know if she stayed until New Year's also. I have no idea what happened to her.
it's quite amazing that she could manage to finish that
Send an
Mahamurti
email.
letter.
Yes. Yes. She's amazing. Mani Maharaj is asleep.
Already, Maharaj, yes.
Keeps a strict schedule, huh?
He feels tired, after
Yeah.
11 like that.
I'm like that also.
Yes. Today is very cold here, so I also felt sleep actually.
Oh. So did any Westerners go to Shingapali?
I don't think anybody outside came. I think those who are there already in Bengal for quite some time, only they were there. So there is no new devotees came from outside.
Nobody wore a mask.
Mask, I seen many were wearing mask, but I'm not sure how much it is effective. But it is just Mahaprabhu is saving everybody, man.
Acharya Maharaj wasn't wearing, huh?
I think he not wear, but he was staying, I think, away as far as possible.
Uh,
So,
and very risky. I think it's very risky to do that.
yeah, if all get sick together, then it's Acharya Maharaj will face much problem, in the sense that he has already. Why I was concerned, because he already has a conflict with the mayor of that place, so
Right.
so he can, if he can get some information and he can do something. So that's why I called. Because I not received any information, I called there, the Tilak, Bhakti Tilak Niriya Maharaj, and he told everything is okay, and I was assured, okay, fine. They are starting the vaccination now. I'm not sure how much it will be effective, but they are planning from 16th of this month. They are trying. They already started the trial.
Dandavat, Vasaraj Prabhu.
Dandavat Puri Maharaj, Dandavat Shanta Maharaj.
Dandavat, Rasraj Prabhu.
Happy New Year for you.
Yes,
Happy New Year.
happy New Year.
You were trying to join yesterday. You could not
I
join.
tried, but I used the code, but they said it's invalid. I tried many times, and
I sent you on the WhatsApp also joining information.
I was not able to connect.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen your email. You are trying to, but that's why I sent also on WhatsApp the joining information. It's, maybe you are not on the WhatsApp, I think.
I don't know.
We missed
Have you heard from Kushum?
Not recently, a few days ago, and
What happened?
I'm not sure she's still in the hospital. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I don't know if she's there either. I tried to contact her yesterday.
Because she said that they wanted to transfer to a rehabilitation center. But she was trying to see if they can stay home and do the rehabilitation at home. But she was not sure if the insurance will cover that. So at the end, I'm not sure if she's out of the hospital or not.
Oh. She can stay with her sister? No?
Well, the sister have a son also is a little sick. I don't know exactly the condition, but probably they can help
I
some
see.
days.
Well, somehow she mailed the Mahanet out. Despite all of her difficulties, she managed to do that.
Yeah. See, they have responsibility, no, like to do it, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
How is the temperature in New Jersey, Maharaj? It is cold.
No, it's actually pretty warm today. And it's 40
Yes,
degrees. 40 degrees, huh?
it's
Not
more than 40.
more than 40, yeah.
Yeah.
40 is Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit. What is that in centigrade? I don't know.
Maybe below 10, I think.
Huh?
It says 52
52 here?
Yeah.
52 what?
degrees.
Oh, Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like 15 or something.
But it goes into 20s in the night. Below freezing at night.
52 says 11 degrees centigrade.
11 centigrade.
Yeah.
What is it? What is your temperature?
Here must be like 18 degrees centigrade.
Oh. Bangalore.
Yeah. Today only it was, like quite, like the wind was little cold. And it was continuously blowing actually. Somewhere the cold wind, started to come from some place.
Have you heard from Vishwajit?
No, Maharaj. It is strange. He all of a sudden like
Disappeared.
disappeared. His phone is switched off, and he's not responding on the Skype. So you told that he went to Tirupati. I was thinking maybe I have to wait for him until he comes, but I not heard anything from him.
Huh.
I sent him quite a few messages last week actually. Then I was waiting because he went to Tirupati. Maybe he is coming back.
Let's hope he's okay.
Yes, Maharaj. He seems to be maybe having, I feel inside that he may be having some problem with the place where he's staying, some residence, problem, I think. I'm feeling like that. The place where he's staying may be having some difficulties with that.
He can stay with you.
Difficult, Maharaj, here. We have a small place here. But he can, I'm not sure how can he adjust also. If he can.
Did you get a Happy New Year message from Zana?
Jana, no.
No?
No, Maharaj.
She sent to me and Krishna Keshava. I don't know. Rasaraj, did you get a message from her? No?
No, I didn't receive.
This year New Year was not so much celebration in India.
Yeah, well, they didn't have too many people at At midnight they have the fireworks.
No, they're not allowed. They're not allowed this year.
In New
Yes.
York, they didn't have the ball drop. They had it only on computer. The actual ball didn't drop in New York City this year.
But I see New Zealand celebrated like before, but not India. India was strict lockdown also that day. They placed from evening 6 o'clock to morning 6 o'clock. I heard some noise at 12 o'clock, but it's all just short noise and everything is stopped. But otherwise, it was very difficult to even take rest because they start from 10 o'clock. This big noise coming.
Oh,
They're all putting this music on and these fireworks and this, that, so many things.
New Year's kirtan. That would be good.
Therese, Haribol, Dandavad.
Hare Krishna, Dandavad.
Everyone, good to see you all.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
A very quiet New Year, we're just saying this year.
For us too. We did a Zoom call with Ingo's family at 11:30 on New Year's Eve, so we can at least be together for the change of the year.
Acharya Maharaj had 700 people
Wow,
at the temple.
good for him. Good,
Well,
good.
that was for Bhakti Sundar Govinda Maharaja's appearance. Came on the first this year. So I invited all the devotees to come.
Very nice. And shouldn't we be saying happy birthday?
Well, we don't really say that, but Hare Krishna. Who's that?
Dandavad, Mother Krishna Prabhu, Haribol, Dandavad.
Oh, Madhava Krishna.
Dhanavad,
Hi.
sir. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Shant Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Dhanavad pranams very much.
Hi, Prabhu.
Dandavad Prabhu.
Where are you calling from?
From South Africa.
Oh, from South
Yeah,
Africa, from Cape Town.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I think it's it's 8:21. 20 past 8 in the evening here at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not so bad.
So yeah, I think the sun is just setting. So yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining.
Oh no, thank you for the invitation. I think Krishna Prabhu was so gracious in inviting me.
Hi.
He's a transcendental architect.
Yes. I heard from Krishna Kesava Prabhu.
Oh gosh, I know. Just I hope I can be of some service, Mirage. Yes.
Haribol, Sundara, Haribol. Hare Krishna. Happy New Year.
Dandavad.
My computer
Hare
turned
Krishna.
off the mic by itself, saying because of la la la. Something.
Yeah,
Happy
it's
New Year, everybody.
I often watch. I've been watching these Zoom meetings on YouTube, but this is one of the first ones I'm joining live now. I think
Hi.
So yeah.
This is Google. This is Google Meets, huh? Google Meets. Is that
Yes,
what it is?
yeah. It took me a while to figure out how to use it and just download it. But yeah, I got it working now.
Okay, good.
So it should be a lot easier next time.
So shall we start with Kirtan? Would you
Yes, but
like
I think, Maharaj, I think as one microphone should be muted, otherwise the echo is coming.
Okay.
Madhur Krishna Prabhu came and stayed here in Bangalore.
Oh, yes. When
Yes.
was that?
When Mahajogi Maharaj was here,
Okay.
and he stayed
Oh,
here,
Yogi
and
from
also
London, you mean?
London, yes.
Yes.
And then he came with us to Vijayawada for preaching, and we celebrated Govinda Maharaj's appearance festival there. And he tried to prepare simply wonderful, but it all become like a paste. It could not come up nice, but he
Really?
tried it. Yes.
Too much butter. Put too
It
much
was-
butter.
Yes.
Oh gosh, Maharaj, I was I was given a kitchen to use, but I think there was also like a blender, and the blender didn't have a top, so I was trying to blend some things, and it splashed all over me. I was an absolute mess, and it was quite a hot day, but I was like so filthy. I had to put on my jersey for the festival. So it must have been like 35 degrees or 36 degrees Celsius. And I was so hot. And I was wearing my jersey because I was, my kurta top was just like so like filthy from the blender exploding all over me. But yes, it was an ecstatic festival. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. I won't forget it. It was transcendental. Yes, truly.
Yes, they're called simply wonderful because they're very simple to make.
Yes,
You don't need a blender. You just need some milk powder and some butter and a little powdered sugar. And you mix it together
Yes.
with your hands.
I think it was also my first time trying to, I don't know, work. It was my first time also trying to work around a kitchen in India, and I didn't know where anything was, and just it was very different to a Western kitchen, should I say? And yeah, I try to use a blender, and one Mataji, she was very sweet. She said I should just use a plate and put that on top of the blender, and then when I put it on the blender, like the plate shot off, and all the ingredients got all over me, and I was so filthy, and I had to wear a jersey for the rest of the program, and it was a very hot day. That's what I remember.
Well, it seems like Shanta Maharaj enjoyed it very much.
I never knew he remembered. I thought I hid the evidence with the jersey very well, but he must have come. Because all the messages were laughing at me because they were like in the other room, and then they saw what had happened to me. So yeah, but obviously, yeah, Shanta Maharaj found out. Yep.
Hi, Radha Krishna Prabhu. Haribol, Radha Krishna Prabhu. Happy New Year. Hare Krishna. You're muted. Your mic is muted. Your mic is still muted. Haribol. Radha Krishna. Can you hear us? Radha Krishna. Haribol. A beautiful name, huh? Haribol. Can you hear us? We can't hear you.
Radha Krishna Prabhu, can you hear us? Hare Krishna. No, he cannot hear, it seems to me. Maybe we have to send the chat. You are muted. You are muted.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Maharaj.
Dandavat.
My humble wishes. Hare
Dandavat.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, Maharaja. To everyone. Hare Krishna.
Haribo. So,
Wonderful.
then we have Rasaraj Prabhu. Would you like to lead the kirtan?
Yes, Maharaj.
Try to chant together as much as possible.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya
Jaya
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Prabhu
Prabhu
Nityananda
Nityananda
Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu
Prabhu
Nityananda
Nityananda
Shri
Shri
Advaita
Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi
Srivasadi Gaura
Gaur Bhakta
Bhakta
Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Prabhu
Prabhu
Nityananda
Nityananda
Shri Advaita
Advaita Gadadhar
Gadadhar Srivasadi
Srivasadi
Gaura Bhakta
Gaur Bhakta
Vrinda.
Vrinda
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol,
Hari Bol, Hari Bol,
Hari
Hari Bol,
Bol, Hari
Nitya Gaura
Bol.
Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai
Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya
Jaya Jaya
Gurudev,
Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Gaura Premanande,
Puri, Hare
Hari
Rama.
Bol.
Yeah. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Acharya Ki Jai.
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 We made this whole year, be dedicated to the service of Sri Sri Radha Krishna, Guru Gauranga, and all the Vaishnavas. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
जय हम विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रचार्य कुशल भक्ति माधव पुरी महाराज
Jai
की
Sri Maharaj
जय.
Ki
Jai.
Jai Raj Prabhu and Radha Krishna Prabhu and Kanupriya Didi, Uma Didi, Madhava Krishna Prabhu, Krishna Keshava Prabhu, Bhaktazana, Bhakta Therese, and Uma Devi.
जय.
Okay, so page 38, we can offer our Dhanavats to all the other Vaishnavas of Mahaprabhu party. Page 38 of the Pocket Kirtan Guide. Does Radha Krishna have that?
I put them in the chat.
Oh, they're in the chat. If you have the book or the link.
He has Vrindavan background. I think it is maybe Seva Kunja. Where is Seva Kunj? Is it Seva Kunj, Radha Krishna Prabhu?
I think so, Maharaj. I'm not sure though.
Seems like Seva
the
Kunj.
playground of Krishna.
So page 38. Vandeham.
Is it?
Vandeham
Guru.
Sri Guru Sri Guru Sri Juta Pada Kamalam
Sri Guru.
Sri Guru Vaishnavamsya
Sri
Sri
Rupam
Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita
Lalita
Sri
Vivaka
Vishakhan
Vitamsha
Om Agana.
Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha
Puja Sri Guru.
Pujya Sri Guru Varga Bandito Mahabhavanisaya Sada Purva Parya Parampara Prachalita Prajya Pramukta
Nirmala
Bhakti Nirmala Nirjarasya Nibhitam Sansrakam Sadarkam Vande Sri Gurudevam Ananta Sira Acharya Vajam Nijam
Varjam Nijam
Gaurva
Sarvabhishta Siddhakam Guruganaya Samurtitam Punyachinta Samasta Veda Nipunam Srirupa Patanagam Govinda Bhiram Ujjalam
Ujjalam
Bharatanum Bhaktanvitam
Bhaktanvitam
Sundaram
Sundaram
Bande Vishwagurun Chadidya Bhagavat Premno Hi Vijapradam
Padam
Devam Divyam
Devam Divyatanum Suchandavadanam Valarka Chilanchitam Sundrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidya Buddhim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Shivakti Lasitam Sarasatanam Varam Vande Tam Shubhadam Madeka Saranam Nyasashiram Siddharam
Siddhanta
Saraswati Vidito Gauriya Gurvannaye Bhatu Bhanu Prabhata Gagane Gaura Sankirtanai Mayavara Timinduladara Gatan Udvitya Jivaniman Krishna Prema Sudabhi Gahana Sukham Para
Prabha
Prabhum Tang Bhajet
Namo
Namo Gaura Kishoraya Bhaktavadhuta Murtaye Gauranghi Padma Bhrindaya Radha Bhava Nishevine
Vande Bhakti
Vande Bhakti Vinodam Sri Gaura Shakti Sarupakam Bhakti Shastrajna Samrajam Radharasa Sudhanidhim
Gaura Raja
Gaura Vaja Sita Sitair Vaishnavair Vande Vigraham Jagannatha Prabhum Vande Prema Buddhim Vidya Vaishnavam
Vanchakalpa
Pakatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vaivacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Panchatatvam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktyakam Namami Bhakta Satyakam
Namo
Mahabhadanaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurapite Namaha Jayatam Suratau Pangor Mama Mandamati Gati Mastarvasya Padam Bhojo Radha Madana Mohano
Indvaranya Kalpadrumada
Madhu Srimadratnagara Singhasanastho Sri
Gandharva Srila Govinda Devo Prasthali Visebdamana Smarami Sriman Rasa Sandhi Vamshi Vata Tatrasthita Karshan Venu Sanai Gopi Gopinatha Sriyastuna
Gopinata Sriyastanaha
Priyaya Kesavasacha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavatai Namo Namaha
Satyavadaya Namo Namaha
Sanatra Mantra Gurun Gurun Bhagavatatran Vyasan Jagat Gurun Natva Tato Jaya Mudiraye Shri Guru Garanga Gandharva Govinda Sundar Pada Padmanang Jayastu
Okay, Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Radha Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Jai Shri Prabhupada, Shri Guru Maharaj, Shri Gurudev, Shri Acharya Dev ki Jai. Nandi, Hari 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 Bol.
Hari Hari Bol.
Someone else joined? Rajiv only shows
Ramananda from New Jersey, from California.
Only shows 9 pictures.
Ramananda Prabhu, you are muted.
Only shows 9 pictures.
You have to unmute.
That was everybody. That was Vaishnav. Yes. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Ramananda ji, Haribol.
That was Puri Maharaj. So nice to see you.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Prabhu.
Happy New Year.
How have you been doing? How's your family? All are well, I hope.
I'm alone now. My wife was kind of freaking out because of Corona. So,
I see.
I'm just waiting for Gurudev's mercy, your blessings.
Hare Krishna. Where are you staying?
I went to Sokal yesterday
You're staying temple?
for Gurudev's Vyas
Okay.
Puja.
Okay.
Tomorrow is Srila Bhakti Siddhanta, very auspicious day.
How's Janardhan Maharaj? Janardhan Maharaj is okay? Hare Krishna. All right. So we are reading from the Pocket Kirtan Guide. Radha Krishna Prabhu. Would you like to chant one bhajan? You have a favorite bhajan you like to chant?
Is there anyone in particular, Maharaj, you want me to sing?
Vaishnava Thakur.
Okay.
Page.
What page?
That's on page 58.
Okay. Okay. Hare Krishna. Ohe Vaishnava Thakur দয়ার সাগর এদাসে করুণা করি
ওহে
ওহে
ঠাকুর দয়ার সাগর এদাসে করুণা
এদাসে
করি।
করুণা করি
দিয়া পদ ছায়া তোরহে আমায় তোমার চরণ করি
দিয়া পদ তোহে আমার তোমার চরণ
ধরি
ছয় ব্যাগদমি ছয় দোষ শোধি ছয় গুণ দেহ দাসে
ছয়
ছয় সত সঙ্গ দেহ হে আমারে বসেছি সঙ্গের আছে
ছয় দেহ বসেছি সঙ্গের আছে
একাকি আমার নাহি পায় বল হরিনাম সংকীর্তনে
হরিনাম সংকীর্তনে
তুমি কৃপা করি শ্রদ্ধা বিন্দু দিয়া দেহ কৃষ্ণ ধনে
তুমি কৃপা করি
কৃষ্ণ সে তোমার কৃষ্ণ দিতে পারো তোমারও শক্তি আছে
কৃষ্ণ সে তোমার কৃষ্ণ দিতে পারো তোমার শক্তি আছে
আমি তো কাঙাল কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ বলি ভাই তব পাছে পাছে
আমি তো কাঙাল কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ বলি ভাই তব পাছে পাছে
ওহে বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর দয়ার সাগর এদাসে করুণা করি
ওহে বৈষ্ণব সাগর এদাসে করুণা করি
জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর
জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর
জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর
জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর
জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর
Zana, Zana, would you like to translate that? Or read the translation? You have to unmute. You have to unmute your microphone.
You have to unmute.
You have to unmute your microphone.
There you go.
That's much better. Thank you.
Yeah. I said, sure. Maharaj. I said, for those of us who don't, not read, we read the language, but we don't know some of a lot of the words in the native language. O worshipful Vaishnava, ocean of grace, be merciful to the servant. Give me the shade of your feet and purify me. I clasp your feet. Subjugate the 6 urges, rectify the 6 defects, still the 6 good qualities upon the soul. Grant me the 6 kinds of good association. I have sat at your feet, desiring that association. Alone, I do not have the ability to properly chant the Lord's. Mercifully give me a drop of faith and bestow upon me the wealth of Krishna's name. Krishna is yours. You can give Krishna. You have that power. I'm very poor. Calling Krishna, Krishna, I run after you. I run after you. I run after you in hope of obtaining the wealth of Krishna. If you desire to give Krishna, you can give him. If you desire to give, you can give. Krishna is the wealth of your heart. You have the power to give Krishna. If you only desire to give Krishna, you can give him. O worshipful Vaishnavas, I offer you this prayer.
That's it. Thank you.
That's the next song.
That's it, right?
Yes.
That's it. You can read more if you like,
Yeah,
but that's the
okay.
next song.
I will make up for the missed sessions. O worshipful Vaishnavas, I offer you this prayer. I am very fallen and misbehaved. Destiny has immersed me in the visible ocean of material existence. Please grab me by my hair and pull me to the shore. Destiny is very powerful. It does not listen to the knowledge of religion and always binds me with the ropes of karma. I do not see even the trace of hope. All I see is hardship. Thus, helpless and distressed, I cry. Lust, anger, greed, illusion, pride, and ego all pull me in their own directions. Thus my mind wanders like a blind man who does not know the right way from the wrong way. I have never accepted the proper conception. My mind has been immersed in illusion, and I have never aspired for your feet. Narottam Das Shiva is hearing about my situation. I am stricken with fear. Please rescue me and help me by your side, and keep me by your side.
All right, thank you, Coco. Thank you, Zana. Very nice. Then Oma Devi. Samadhinanda. Thank you. That's on page 16. 16.
Yasomati Nandana Rajavaranagar Gokula Ranjana Kana
Jasomati
Nandana Brajavaranagara Gokula Ranjana Kana
Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara Kaliya Damana Vidana
Gopi Paranadhana
Madana Kaliya Damana Vidana
Amala Harinam Amiya Vilasa
Amala Harinam
Amiya Vilasam
Amala Harinam Amiya Vilasa
Amala Harinam Amiya Vilasam
Vipana Purandara Navina Nagaravara Vamshivadana Suvasa
Vipina Purandhara Navina Garavara Vanshivadana Suvasa
Rajajana Palana Hasura Nasana Nanda Godana Rakuyala
Brajajana Palana Gurkulanasana
Patukulanasana
Nanda
Nandagadhana
Gadana
Rakoyala
Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara Sundara Nanda Gopala.
Govinda
Madhava
Navanita
Taskara Sundarananda Gopala.
Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Vasanahara Rasarasika Krupamaya.
Jamuna
Tatachara Gopi Vasanahara Rasarasika Krupamaya.
Virada Vallabha Rundavana Natavara Bhakuti Vinoda Hattaya.
Sri Radha
Vrindavana Natavara
Bhakti
Bhakti Vinodaya.
Vasumati Nandana Rajavara Nagara Gokula Ranjana Kana.
Yasomati Nandana
Nandana
Rajavardhana
Gokula Ranjana
Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara Kaliya Damana Vidana.
Gopi
Pranadana Madana Manohara Kaliya Damana Vidana.
And our Therese, Bhakti Therese, would you like to say
Of
these?
course, surely. Yes, thank you. Sri Krishna, who is known as Khan, is Yoda's darling son, Radha's paramour, Gokula's delight, the gopis' life and wealth, the enchanter of Cupid, and the conqueror of Kaliaya. His names and nectarine pastimes are all transcendental. He is the king of Rahaj forests and the best of young paramours. He beautifully plays the flute. He is the guardian of Raja's residence.
Vraja, that's right.
Raja's residence, the destroyer of the demons and the keeper of Nanda's cows. He is known as Govinda, he who nourishes the cows, senses, Vedas, and world, and Madhava, the Sri Radha's consort. He is Nanda's beautiful cowherd boy and a butter thief. He is a spy on the Yamuna's banks and the stealer of the gopis' garments. He is the relisher of the Rasa Leela and the embodiment of mercy. He is Sri Radha's beloved, Vrindavan's great dancer, and Bhakti Vinod's shelter.
Yes, thank you very much. Vraja? Vraja means Vrindavan. So when it says Raja's residence, it means the residence of Vrindavan. Raja, an abbreviated way of saying Vrindavan.
Thank you.
Maharaj, I have a question.
Yes.
Are these songs on different languages? Because the first song and this one, like the words are like grammatically different. These ones are very short and they have a lot of A's and I's, Ama, La, Hari, Nama. And in the first, the words are like so long and with a lot of, not me, they're very, very long and they're like totally different.
Which one are you saying?
I'm saying
Vaishnava Thakur? You're saying the Vaishnava Thakur song? And this one are different?
Well, the first one, like we're saying, like 39, right? Was, let me see.
38? Yeah.
38, yeah, 38.
Vandana, the prayers? I'm not quite sure what you're saying. Does anyone?
I just want to understand. Like,
Wait a minute. Let me see. Krishna Keshav, you know?
She's asking, is the song I'm saying now different than the song
Oh.
Yeah, like Vandavana.
Yes,
Like,
okay. Okay,
yeah,
so the Vandanam prayers I think are in Sanskrit. And this song is in Bengali. I think. Oh.
Because I feel that they are like, even when I look at the screen, they look like different.
Yes, they're different
And the sounds,
languages.
like, those ones have a lot of
Different languages. One is Sanskrit, the other is Bengali, but they're very similar. They have the same roots. Huh? The Sanskrit and root and the Bengali root are the same.
That Sanskrit, like the words are like some of the Russian words, they are like this long.
Yes.
And there are so many letters in them.
Sanskrit is made of, it's also Bengali, but Sanskrit is made of compound words. That's why they're so long. It combines words together into one.
And the Bengali, for me, it's like easier to read because it's like
You'll find the same thing in German. In German, they combine words together to make very long words.
Okay, now I know. Thank you.
All right. And Shanta Maharaj. Oh,
Yes,
do you like chanting a bhajan? You're awake? Are you awake enough to do that?
Maharaj, I can do whatever you say, Maharaj.
Which bhajan do you like to sing?
Okay, Maharaj, I think this one that Guru Maharaj has written, Maharaj, that song, Jai Sat-cit-ananda Suramuni Mandana.
What page?
Let me, after Jaswamati Nandan, I think. Let me see. Yes, it is just the end of that one, that song.
Page 17, bottom. Jai Sat-cit-ananda Suramuni Vandana Bhavabhaya Khandana Jaya Hai.
Jai Hai. Generally, this sing in Mangala Arati song.
Yes.
Jaya Sachinandana Suramuni Bandana Bhavabhaya Khandana Jaya He.
Jai
Sachinandana Suramuni Bandana Bhavabhaya Khandana Jaya He.
Jaya Hari Kirtana Nartana Vartana Kalimala Kartana Jaya He.
Jaya Hari Kirtana Nartana Vartana Kalimala Kartana Jaya He.
Nayana Purandhara Viswarupa Snehadhara Viswambara Viswera Kalyana.
Nayana Purandara Vishwarupa Snehadhara Vishwambara Vishwara Kalyana.
Jaya Lakshmi Vishnu Priya Vishwambara Priya Hiya Jaya Priya Kinkara Isana.
Jaya Lakshmi Vishnu Priya Vishwambara Priya Hiya Jaya Priya Kinkara Isana.
Shishita Dvaitarai Malini Srinivasa Jai Jaya Chandra Sekhara Acharya.
Advaita Rai Malini Srinivasa Jai Jaya Chandrasekhara Acharya.
Jaya Nityananda Rai Gadadhara Jai Jai Jaya Haridas Namacharya.
Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Nanda Rai Gadadhara Jaya Jai Jaya Haridas Namacharya.
Murari Mukunda Jai Premanidhi Mahasai Jaya Jata Prabhu Parisada.
मुरारे मुकुंद जय प्रेमनिधि महाशय जय जत्त प्रभु परिषद
बंदी सभाकार पाय अध मेरे कृपा है भक्ति सपार्षद प्रभुपाद
बंदी सभाकार पाय अध मेरे कृपा है भक्ति सपार्षद प्रभुपाद
बंदी सभाकार पाय अध मेरे कृपा है भक्ति सपार्षद गुरुदेव
बंदी सभाकार पाय अध मेरे कृपा है
Bhakti
सपार्षद गुरुदेव
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna.
To Ramananda, he left.
Ramananda, I think he is not there. He's not there.
Madhava Krishna Prabhu, are you there? Unmuted. Okay.
He unmuted now. Madhur Krishna.
Oh, you are there?
Yes, sir.
You are there.
Yes.
Invisible
Sorry,
mode.
sorry,
Invisible. You're the invisible man, invisible devotee.
Yes, I'll put it on. I think my connection's very bad.
Okay.
So when I put on the camera, then
It takes a lot of time.
I start losing connectivity, unfortunately.
Okay. Do you know any songs? Any bhajans?
Yes, the ones that you just sang, Maharaj.
All right. Would you like to read the translations?
I can certainly read the translations. This was actually one of my favorite bhajans. So should I read the translation of Jai Sat-cit-Ananda?
Yes.
Okay. All glory to Sri Sat-cit-Ananda, who is worshipped by the demigods and sages. All glory to He who destroys all fear of material existence. All glory to the inaugurator of dancing and chanting the Lord's names. All glory to He who removes the contamination of Kali. Sri Sat-cit-Ananda is the delight of everyone's eyes and affectionate to his brother Vishvarup. He is the maintainer of the world and the embodiment of its good fortune. All glory to Lakshmi Priya and Vishnu Priya, who are dear to Vishvanbara's heart. All glory to his dear servant Ishan. All glory to Sita Thakurani and Advaita Acharya. All glory to Malini Devi and Srivas Thakur. All glory to Chandrasekhar Acharya. All glory to Nityanandarai. All glories to Gadadhar Pandit. All glories to Namacharya Haridasa Thakur. All glories to Murari Gupta, Mukunda Datta, and Pandrik Vijayanidhi. All glory to the associates of Sachi-Nandan. I offer my obeisances at their feet. By their mercy upon this fallen soul, I serve Srila Prabhupada and his associates.
These are all associates of Mahaprabhu. Sri Sachi-Nandan means the son of Sachi Devi. So that's Nimai or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And these are all the names of his different associates, very close associates of Mahaprabhu. And it's very nice to remember them early in the morning when they're doing arti.
Yes,
also, Maharaj, they do it in the afternoon, Maharaj.
Okay.
Same song.
Yes, morning, noon, night, whenever you can remember them. Then who's left? Rasaraj, who? Would you like to do one bhajan?
Which one, Maharaj?
How do you choose? Yeah, one you like to choose? Kanapriya, yes, we have yet to ask.
The Sri Guru Astakan, page 45.
Yes, okay.
Samsaradava nalalita loka pranaya karunya gana gana tvam
Samsaradava nalalira loka
Pranaya karunya gana gana
ganatam
Pratasya kalyana gunarnavasya Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam
Praptasya
Praptasya gunanavasya Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam
Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nritya Gita Vaditramadya Manasurasena
Mahaprabhu Kirtana
Nitya Gita
Madhya
Vaditramadya Manaso Rasena
Romanchakam Pasrutarangavayo Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam
Manchakam Sutaranga Bhajo
Vande
Vande Guru Sri
Charanarabindam
Charanarabindam
Sri Vigraharadhana Nityananam Sringaratam Mandira Mayanado
Shri Vigrahara
Dhananityanana Singaratam Mandiramarjanado
Yuktasya Bhaktam Chaninjuyatopi Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam
Yuktasya
Bhaktam Chanijunjatopi Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam
Chaturvidha Sri Bhagavat Prashado Swadanatriptam Hari Bhakta Sangam
Chaturvidha
Sri Bhagavat Prasado Sadhana Tristan Hari Bhakta Sangan
Kritveva Triptim Vajato Sadeva Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam
Kritvaiva
Kritvaiva Triptim Bhajate Sadaiva
Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam
Sri Radhika Madhava Madhurya Lila Gunarupanam
Shri Radhika Madhavayoraparo Madhurya Lila Gunarupanam
Pratik Sada Swadana Lolupasya Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam
Pratikshana Swadhanalolapasya
Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam
Nikunja Juno Ratikeli Sejay Jaya Levir Yuktir Apekshaniya
Nikunja Yona
Ratikeli Siddhai Jaya Vidhi Yukti Apekshaniya
Tatra Tidasya Atibalavasya Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Tataradidasha
अति भालवास्यं वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दम्
Sasadari Tvena Samasta Chastrai Uktastatha Bhavyata Iva Sadvi
सत्ताधरित्वेन समस्तशास्त्रे अतएव साध्वी
Kintu Prabhurya Priya Eva Tasya Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam
Kintu
वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दम्
Jasya Prasada Bhagavat Prasado Jasya Prasada Nagati Kutopi
Yasya
प्रसादा
Bhagavat
भगवत्
Prasado
प्रसाद
Yasya
तस्य
Prasada
प्रसादा न गति कुतोऽपि
Dhyayam Stubham Tasya Jasasri Sandhyam Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam
Dhyayam Stubham Tasya Jasatrisandhyam
शास्त्रिसान्द्यान्
Bande
वन्दे गुरो श्री
Guru
चरणारविन्दाम्
Srimad Guru Rastakameta Brahme Muhurte
मुहूर्ते
Patati
पठति
Prajatna
प्रयात्नात्
Srimadgururastakametadute
श्रीमद्गुरुरस्तकमेतदुच्चै ब्रह्मे
Brahmamurte
मुहूर्ते पठति प्रयात्नात्
Jastina Vrindavananata Sakshat Seva Vyalavya Janusanta Eva
तेन वृन्दावननाथ साक्षात् देववल्लभ्या जनसन्तरेव
Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Gurudev
Jaya Jaya
जय
Gurudev
गुरुदेव गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव
Haribo.
Hi, Gurudev. Hari Bol. Good. Then, Kanupriya Devi.
Dandavat
Which one?
pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. Which one would you like to say?
Page 108.
Page 108.
Hey, Johnny P. Bali.
It's an auspicious page number. Ki Jani Ki Bali?
Yes, Maharaj.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
What
Johnny
page?
P. Huh?
What
Page
page
108.
number?
108.
Okay. To sing now, Maharaj?
Hmm?
Okay, to sing now, Maharaj?
Yes, please.
Ki Jani Ki Boli Tumara Damati Hayo Saranagata.
Ki
Jani Aino Saranagata
Tumi Dayamai Patita Pavana Patita Dharanirata.
Tumi Dayamay Patita Pavan Patita Taranirata
रातम्
Varashamara Imatanat Tumita karunamoya.
Bharosa mara
ekmatra nath
Tumita
tumita
karunamaya
Tavadaya patra nahi mora samavasya guru charipaya.
Tavadaya patra nahi mora sama avasya guchare bhaya
Amari tariti karaha shakati avani betarinahi.
Amare tarite kahara sakati avani bhitare nahi
Dayala Thakura Kushana Tomara Atamaka Maritrahi.
Dayal Thakur Guru Chana Tumar Adama Amore Trahi
Sakala Chadiya Shachayami Tumara Saraninata.
Sakala chariya nami tumhara charan
तुम्हारा चरण नाथ
Ami nityata sa tumi palayita tumi gupta jagannata.
Ami nityada tumi palayita
तुम्हें
tumi gupta
पालयिता तुम्हें गुप्ता जगन्नाथ
Tumara sakala mi matra dasa amara taripito me.
Tumhara sakal ami matra das hamara taribe tumi
Tomara charana karino vadana amara nahi tu ame.
Tumhara charana
करना बारन हमारा नाहित
Bhakti Vinodana Kandiya Sarana Laya Chetu Marapaya.
Bhakti vinodam kandiya sarana Jete tumhara
Namiya Parata Namiruchitiya Palana Karahitaya.
Kyami aparadha meruchi diya palana kara
पालन कर
hitaya
Bhakti Vinod Thakur. I haven't read that one before. I would like to read the English. Huh?
I read the English, Mars.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
Anyone, no one else wants to read?
Just the killer say. No, all right, you read.
I can read if you want me to.
Okay. Sana, you like to read? Okay.
I do not know by what force I have taken shelter within your adorn. Surely it is by your mercy alone, for you are ever seeking the purification and deliverance of the fallen soul. O Lord, you are merciful. This is my sole hope. There is no one who needs your mercy more than I. Certainly, you will dispel all my fear. There is no one on earth who has the power to deliver me. O merciful Lord, it is your declaration that you deliver the lowest, most sinful person. abandoning everything, I have come to your feet, O Lord. I am your eternal servant, and you are my maintainer and protector, O Lord of the universe. Everything is yours, and I am only a servant. Certainly, you will deliver me. I have embraced your feet and no longer belong to myself. Weeping Bhakti will not take shelter at your feet, forgiving his offenses and giving him a taste for the name, humbly maintain him. So,
Generally, Maharaj, this song we sing in Gaur Purnima Parikrama time.
I remember Gurudev liked this song.
Yes.
I'm just thinking when we are approaching the Lord, the whole God, the Lord of the universe. How do we approach? What extreme humility do we need to approach that highest thing? So these songs try to comprehend that kind of humility that one must have to approach such a what do you call that? An enormous thing, huh? To appreciate the enormity of Krishna, God, and our position, and how to judge the relativity of that infinite and infinitesimal. We have to approach with such great humility. Those who have more intimate relationship with Krishna, that's a different thing. But here is expressing the approach of the newcomer to the Lord of the universe, and not established that intimate relationship yet. They must approach with so much humility, so much awe, and so much helplessness. So, Krishna Keshava, Prabhu, which one do you want to sing? Page 105, Amara Jivan. Page 105 here. Okay, good.
Amara jivana sara paperata nahika punyera lesha.
Amara
jivana sada paperato nahika punyera
Harera udvega diachi ekata diachi jivera klesha. Nija sukha lagi pape nahi dhari dhaya hina svarta para.
Nija sukha lagi
nahi dari bahina sarsapara.
Para sukhe duki sara mithya basi para duka shuka kara.
Para dukhe
duki sadamitra bhati para duka sukha
Asesha kamana hridi maje mora dhodi damba parayana.
Kamana hidi maje mor asidamba parayana.
Madamata sada vishaye mohita Himsa Garpa Vibhushana
Madhava sada
सदा विषय मोहित सर्वविभूषण
Nidralasya Hata Sukhaye Virata Akaye Ujogiyami
Nidralasya hata sukade virata kade
अकर्जे उद्योगियामि
Pratistalagiya Satya Acharana Lobahata Sarakami
Pratishtha lagiya
Pratishta
satacharana
lagiya
lobahata sadaka.
satyachara lobahata sadakami.
Ehena Dhurjana Sajana Varjita Aparadi Nirantara
Yehena
Yehena
Durjana
durjana sayana varjita
Varjita paradhi
aparadhinirantara.
nirantara.
Subhakarya Sunya Saranartamana Nana Duke Jara Jara
Subha kajya
Subhakarya
sunya
sunya
sadanarthamana
sadhanartamana
nana dukhe
nana
jara
dukhe jara
jara.
chara.
Vardhake Ekana Upaya Vihina Tate Dina Akinchana
Vardhake kana
Vardhake
upaya
kana
dina
Upaya
dina kinchana.
Chana.
Bhakati Vinora Prabhura Charane Kare Dukha Nivedana
Bhakati vinoda
भक्ति
Bhakti
prabhu
विनोद
vinoda
प्रभु
charane.
prabhu
चरण
charane
कर
kare
दुख
dukha
निवेदाना
nivedana.
Amara Jivana Sarapa Perata Nahika Punyera Lesha
Amar jivana
Amara
हमारा
sada
जीवन
jiva
सदा
daya
bhakti
sapa
nahi
pehara
ka
नित्य
punyera
nahika
पुण्य
le.
punera.
Harera Udvega Diachi Ekata
जे कहता
Diachi Jivera
जीवेर
Klesha
Hare udvega
Hare
Hare
dhyati
उद्वेग
udvega
diachi
जे करत
jivera
यति
kle.
जीवेर
yati
क्लेश
jivera klesha.
Jai Gurudev.
All right, thank you, Prabhu. Bhakti Vinod has, no, sorry, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has said that if you can chant this every day, it will be sweeping your mind, sweeping your heart. Daily you should engage in this practice, chanting this song, so you'll keep your heart, mind clean. Uh, okay, thank you all very much. Then, any anything else we can turn to? Prapanaji Vanamrita, Madhura Krishna Prabhu, you have any things to say you'd like to ask? Do you have Prapanaji Vanamrita with you?
His mic is muted.
Oh. Which sloka are we on?
We are in the page 53, and the sloka is the number 25.
Thank you very much, Prabhu.
There's also in the chat if Madhava Krishna Prabhu doesn't have
The link for it?
Yep.
Okay, the link is for that book. Is also in the chat window. If you'd like to get that PDF, page 53, verse 25. Paramasiddhi Sankalpaha Karaham Yamunatire Namani Tava Kirtayan Udpaspa Pundarikaksha Rachaishami Tandavam Kasyachit. Divine aspiration and separation is favorable to perfection. O Lord, aside Lord, when will I dance on the banks of the Yamuna, chanting your holy name with tears in my eyes? I'm a votary. Votary means devotee. Huh? This emphasizes the importance of the mood of separation, feeling disconnected. Mahaprabhu recommended this method. He recommended feeling separation from Krishna. He was Krishna himself, but he recommended that a devotee should feel the mood of separation from Krishna very intensely. That we have no connection with Krishna. This is very favorable to devotional development of devotional sentiment. Some may feel themselves connected all the time to Krishna. That's not as favorable as it is feeling separation. When you want to develop that devotion, then the feeling of separation from Krishna is superior to feeling, to developing that connection more intently. And giving up all mundane attachments. If we feel always connected to Krishna, then wherever we go, whatever we see, we feel that connection. That's very nice. But Mahaprabhu recommended feeling separation. A more intense feeling. So Kunti Devi, although she was directly connected with Krishna, I like being under stress more. I like feeling disconnected from you. When I'm feeling distressed, when I don't see you around anymore. And then I'm feeling really how much I love you. And I'm thinking of you very intently. So I'm looking for that situation. I find that situation more favorable to remembering you. And I think, oh, Krishna's coming over for dinner, coming over to see me. That is not as much favorable as my family member. And not so favorable as feeling distressed. Where are you, Krishna? I need you. Hare Krishna. Sometimes that's more blessing, a deeper blessing, higher blessing than his connections. Difficult for us to comprehend, but that is the way of devotion, intense devotion. Highest connection can be in the separation of Krishna, not in the connection with him. Haribo. Separation.
Maharaj?
Yeah.
One explanation that Srila Govinda Maharaj mentioned, that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, only bogus people stay in Vrindavan. It is the real devotees stay in Kurukshetra.
Okay.
So how he even use such strong word to the residents of like those who wants to go and stay there, this type of thing.
So it leads to sahajism. We get too familiar, it can lead to sahajism. we turn the whole thing into a mundane, cheap thing. You have to be careful not to do that. No, they say that saying, familiarity breeds contempt. You know that saying? Familiarity breeds contempt. If we become too familiar, we become contemptuous. Oh, is that all? Huh? Another saying that I don't remember the exact English expression now, but something like the chalet is uh, does not see his master as a hero, something like that. Yeah? Because he has to get his boots and shine his boots and put his clothes away nightly, wash and iron them, so many things. And he thinks, this is my master. I'm doing all these things. He can't even do these things for himself. I have to do it for him. So he doesn't see him as a hero. He's going out and fighting and killing so many people and doing so many things, leading the government. He only knows him as someone who has these menial things to do. So the destinations for tourists are Lincoln Cathedral, tropical. So only though familiarity sometimes is not very good for understanding the things in a proper perspective. We are of that nature to take things in a very cheap way. Intimacy is there in a higher plane, but is always accompanied by surrender, sharanagati, it's giving of oneself entirely, not expecting anything in return. That's a very important quality of a devotee. To get to that higher plane of intimacy without becoming corrupted, a very pure thing, a very high thing. Anyhow, so that his moods are favorable to devotion, what has been described in the scripture. Although it is for the neophyte, those who are approaching, then still they are necessary, even in more advanced stages, to remember those lessons, those early qualities that must be developed. Very important. That's another saying I'm thinking of all these quotes today. I don't know why, but one must not mistaken the sacred wood for an ordinary forest. Krishna meets the gopis in the forest of Vrindavan. We must not mistake that to be an ordinary trees, a land of ordinary trees, a space with ordinary trees on it. Neither must we think the deity was carved from wood to be an ordinary, just a piece of wood from an ordinary tree. And not make those mistakes. So there's a conditioning, they call material conditioning. If we take that with us, then we will miss everything. We must give up this material conditioning, come to the transcendental platform, and we can see properly. That's if you want to dance on the banks of the Yamuna, chanting the holy name with tears in your eyes. that's your aspiration, then these things are worth noting. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Comment? Haribo, Haribo, Haribo.
Maharaj.
Yes.
Maharaj, one Sangha we were discussing about Yoga Maya, and very recently, when I was going through some of our much books, I found one place Srila Govinda Maharaj says the Yoga Maya is actually Brunda Devi, and we call it Brindavan. So I heard in about Brunda Devi, there is some pastime with Vishnu who married Brunda Devi, Tulasi Devi, but I'm not sure how the pastime of this Vrindavan Brunda Devis I never heard actually, but I read that Govind Maharaj said Yogamaya is actually Brunda Devi.
Maharaj, I remember reading one article on the Mutt's website about the relationship between Tulsi Devi and Krishna, and I was surprised to read it because it talked about Radharani in a mood that I never hear her talked about before. But basically, Tulsi Devi had some desire for Krishna, and she was joking with Krishna, and Radharani got jealous and cursed Tulsi Devi to be a plant. And however, she also wanted to serve Tulsi's desire to eternally be with Krishna as wife and husband. So that's why Tulsi Devi in plant form is always worshipped with Govinda and Srila, because I think maybe she also cursed Krishna or something. I'm kind of forgetting the details now, but basically Vishnu would come in the form of Govinda and Srila to worship Tulsi and him together, so that she would also be wed to him. So that relationship is manifested in the worship of Tulsi with Govinda and Srila. I read that on the Mutt's website. So
I heard Tulsi Devi was a chaste like a sati of one of the, I'm not sure, some of the demon I think, and then Vishnu came in that form of her husband, and then her chastity broke, and then the demon got defeated actually. Because of her chastity he was defeating all the demigods. But that is the pastime of Vaikuntha, seems to me. But how that Tulsi Devi in Vrindavan, that I have not, you are telling about Radharani, maybe that is there, but I've never heard that actually. I never read that.
Yeah, it's better to find the source, and then we can check it, look it up, and make sure of the details. That'll be the best thing. Otherwise, it's not very useful. Maybe mental speculation.
Yes,
better to look at the source if we don't know for sure what was there. Anything else?
Maharaj, you mentioned that Yoga Maya is Radharani.
Yeah.
Mahamaya is Durga.
Yes. Yoga Maya is Radha's energy. The Antaranga Shakti. Mahamaya is Durga Devi. The Bahiranga Shakti. That energy which draws us away, and that energy which draws us toward. The devotional energy is Yoga Maya. That is Radharani's personal energy. The energy of devotion. That Yoga Maya allows us to see Krishna as an ordinary person. Whereas Mahamaya allows us to see everything as ordinary, but there's no Krishna involved in there. Just ordinariness, finite existence. And Yoga Maya allows us to see the infinite in a finite form. Yogamaya. Vaikuntha is the infinite form. Seeing the infinite form, finite, it comes in touch with the infinite. That is Vaikuntha. In material conception, the finite is only in touch with the finite. But in Vrindavan, the infinite is seen in finite form. Inconceivable.
Maharaj, I heard that Purnamasi is also addressed as Yogamaya. Can both Brindadevi and Purnamasi be considered to be expansions of Yogamaya?
I heard that also. I don't know. I got the answer once, but I can't remember. So you'll have to look that up also. Unless anyone knows. There are so many intricacies of this philosophy. Now my brain is getting older. I can't remember anything. I need someone here with a good memory. I've read these things and has a good memory of them. All right, then we'll go on to 26. If any other questions, comments? And then on the same page, on
Maharaj, I have a general question about Prapanna Jivanamritas. It seems many of these that Srila Sridhar Maharaj collected are sayings of different devotees and even Mahaprabhu, like he has just quoted some of the Shikshastakam verses. But some of these are also original compositions of Srila Sridhar Maharaj himself, right?
Yes. Well, he has given different chapters.
Yeah.
He's given different chapters. Some are from the Shastra, some are from the devotees. And each chapter also concerns a different aspect, different limb of surrender. So there are different chapters containing each of these kinds of differentiated shlokas regarding surrender, coming from all different directions. So that's why there's such a rich variety here.
It's really a super excellent book.
It is, yes, very
tremendous book.
Very beautifully composed.
It shows Sridhar Maharaj's genius.
And the first line of each sloka is a short commentary by Sridhar Maharaj. The first line before each verse is a comment trying to give the gist. Sridhar Maharaj told, I wanted to give the gist of each sloka in the first line. So in 26, Pipralambe Milana Siddho Nama Bhajananukuyam. That's Sridhar Maharaj's gist of the verse that follows. Now this verse is from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. Nayanam Galara Sridharaya Vandanam Gad Kada Hridaya Kira Pulakar Nishitam Vapu Kada Tavanama Karhane Bhavishyati. From the Bhagavata Chaitanya Chandrasya. Chaitanya Chandrasya. I haven't read that book, But anyhow, the meaning is serving the holy name in pure devotion or Nam Bhajan in the pain of separation is favorable to achieve union with the Lord. This is the unique contribution of Mahaprabhu. Serving in separation. In Vrindavan, like we were saying, they're serving in union. But here, Mahaprabhu wanted to teach us serving in separation. Lord, one of my eyes be here, flowing like waves? When will my words choke with ecstasy? And when will the hairs of my body stand erect while chanting your holy name? These symptoms that were exhibited by Mahaprabhu were the result of his love and separation. Of course, there are many symptoms, love and union also, but the more intense symptoms coming here in separation than in union. This is the amazing quality of Vipralamba Bhav, it's called. Vipralamba Bhav, Mahaprabhu is stressing that. Vipralamba. Vipralamba means in separation, love and separation. Okay. So, and it also described in the Leela the rasa of love and separation and love and union, that the sentiments are practically indistinguishable. When Radha and Krishna are embracing, it is said, they are suddenly feeling so much joy, so much ecstasy, but suddenly the feeling comes to them that what if I should lose? What if I should lose this wonderful love of my life? I'm feeling such deep ecstasy and embracing the Lord. But what if suddenly that should be gone? Somehow that mood comes over them, both, Radha and Krishna. They both feel at the moment of embrace, at the moment of union, they feel this intense pang of separation. And that becomes even more intense than the intense feelings they have of love, of union. So the union and separation are both there, even when they're embracing. So there's no distinction, or we should say achintya bheda bheda tattva. Both are there. And simultaneously and inconceivably. So who can understand that? That's the higher stages of love. Vipralamba and Parakiya Ras. But anyhow, Mahaprabhu came to discuss this, or to explain this Vipralamba, and to exhibit the incredible qualities that are found in that experience of love of God and separation. And by reading that, we may become touched by the love that he was expressing. And our hearts will be drawn to that, intensely drawn to that loving couple, Radha and Krishna. Krishna Prem. These are the symptoms. A lot of tears flowing like waves, words choking up in the throat with ecstasy, hairs of the body standing on end, and chanting the holy name. So, what did you want? Krishna Keshava said he found a place where he read that about Tulsi Devi. Prabhu, you want to read that? Where is this first?
So this was talked about by Srila Acharya Dev in May 2019, and it is written in the Brahma Vivarta Purana. There's a gopi named Tulsi in Goloka Vrindavan who is dear to Krishna and an associate of Srimati Radharani. One time, seeing Tulsi play with Krishna, Sri Radha cursed her, "You will be born as a human." Hearing this curse, Tulsi was very hurt and sad. She came and sought shelter of Krishna, and Krishna assured her, "Tulsi, do not worry, accept the human birth. After that, engage in penance for me, and you will enter my pious family, becoming my pious wife." Following the wish of Krishna, Tulsi came to this world. What form did she come in? There was a king named Dharmadvaj. His wife's name was Madhavi Devi. Tulsi appeared in this world from her womb in the month of Kartik, on the full moon Purnima day. She was so incomparably beautiful that her parents named her Tulsi. After some time, Tulsi went to a forest and engaged there in severe penances. We often see Tulsi in forests, jungles, and also make Tulsi garlands. But Tulsi is not an ordinary tree growing there. Wherever there is Tulsi, Tulsi is engaged in penance and meditation, or tapasya. Then, being pleased with her penance, Brahma appeared before her and wanted to give her a boon. Tulsi said, "My name was Tulsi Gopi. I used to live in Goloka, but one day, seeing my play with Govinda, Sri Radha cursed me. That is why I have taken this human birth. When Radharani cursed me, I surrendered to Sri Krishna, and he said that I could attain his four-armed opulent expansion as Sri Narayan through penance. If you are satisfied with my tapasya, please give me the boon that I may unite with Narayan." Brahma said, "Krishna's forms are truly wondrous. There was a cowherd named Sudam, who was also cursed by Sri Radhika. He took birth as a demon named Sankachur. He had seen you in Goloka and was attracted to you. So first, accept this Sankachur as your husband, and after that you will get Sri Narayan, the opulent form of Lord Sri Krishna. After the curse has finished, you will become a tree, and among all flowers you will be the dearest to Narayan. You are extremely pure, therefore you will become the savior of the universe. Without you, no worship will be successful." Hearing Brahma's words, Tulsi replied, "As you say, so be it." Then Brahma taught Tulsi the 16-syllable Radha mantra and blessed her, "May you be as fortunate as Radha." After that, Tulsi married demon Shankachur. Shankachur also had a boon that he would be immortal for as long as his wife was chaste. If his wife ever mixed with another man, he would die. So, through his immense power, Shankachur conquered heaven, Svargalok, and as a result, all the demigods had to leave heaven. When they realized that there was no way they could defeat Shankachur, demigods surrendered to Brahma. They came to Brahma and prayed, "We cannot defeat Shankachur by any means. We had to leave heaven. We seek your shelter." Then Brahma went to Shiva, and Shiva in turn went to Vishnu in Vaikuntha. Having heard everything, Vishnu reassured the demigods, "Do not fear, I will take the form of Shankachur and fulfill the desire of Tulsi. Then you will also be able to defeat Shankachur." Then Narayan took the form of Shankachur. He came to Tulsi and fulfilled her desire. When Tulsi realized that it was not her husband, then it was Narayan himself, she cursed Narayan. "How could you have done this to me? I curse you to become a stone." Then Tulsi received the news that her husband had died. She fell at the feet of Narayan and began to cry. Narayan blessed her, "Give up this body, become my dear. You will be as dear to me as Lakshmi. Your body will become Gandaki river, and your hair will become Tulsi trees." Following Narayan's words, Tulsi left her body, and her body became the Gandaki river, and her hair became Tulsi trees. Ever since, Narayan stays at the Gandaki river as Shalagam Shila, and he is always inseparable from Tulsi. Without Tulsi, no worship of Narayan can ever be successful. Therefore, no worship can be done without Tulsi. These are some of the glories of Tulsi. There is also much more. Later, if I get time, I will tell more. Jai Vishnupad, Jagat Guru, Srila Bhakti Sundara, Govinda Dev-Goswami ki Jai. Vishkavaranya, Srila Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Pramanandi Hari Hari Bol. Jai Srila Acharya Dev ki Jai. Jai Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai. Maharaj, still Maharaj, in this we don't know how this Brindavan, Brinda Devi's role in Brindavan comes. This play has to do with Vaikuntha, seems to me.
Yes.
Means he came from there, Brindavan, but how that role of Tulasi Devi in Brindavan is not clear actually.
Brindavan, huh? The forest of Tulsis. Where is that found? In the Bhagavatam?
Which one, Maharaj?
About Vrinda Devi and Vrindavan.
Brahma
I'm not sure, Maharaj, where it can be found. But I read one place I will find, Maharaj, where Govinda Maharaj said in one book that it is Yoga Maya is actually Tulasi Devi, Brunda Devi. He told like that. So then I was thinking about Balaram, as Siddhar Maharaj told, Balaram has very intimate connection with Yoga Maya. Then I can remember Balaram expands as Vishnu, and this is very clear here in this story that he become the husband of Tulasi Devi. It is very clear actually.
Okay. I don't know. You see if you can find something.
I will check for that, Maharaj. Only
Okay.
I will read this only that Govind Maharaj told that Brunda Devi Yoga Maya, but I'm not seeing anywhere about description about Brunda Devi. There is a song Maharaj Prabhupada used to sing in ISKCON temples, but that song also says that Seva Adhikaro De.
Huh?
Yeah, what is that? Namo Namo Namo. That's the song they sing in ISKCON, Tulsi song.
Nama, oh no.
Namo Namo Tulasi
Namo
Mara.
Namo. Yes. That one?
Yeah, maybe that one. Yes. Seva Adhikaro Diye Koro, something is there. Seva Adhikar. She gives the Seva Adhikar there.
And then also Vrindai, Tulsi Devai, Priyai, Keshava Shicha. Keshava is there. Huh?
Yes.
Krishna Bhakti, Prati Devi.
Pradidevi Satyavate Namo Namo.
Satyavacha is also there.
And also Advaita Acharya worshipped and called Mahaprabhu through Tulasi and Ganges water.
Okay. Well, if you can find anything on
I will search Maharaj. And if I find
Krishna Prabhu, can you post that if it's possible in a link where you read from?
Where you got that from?
Is it available publicly? Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
YouTube video?
No, it's the link to the articles in the chat now.
Oh, okay. I think it's an article on the Met's website. Okay. It's on the SCS International website. I'll link there.
Okay.
Okay, now it's the last shloka in this chapter, third chapter. Iti Sri Papana Jivanamrite, Sri Bhakta Vachanamrita, Targata, Anukulya Susankalpo Nama Tritiyo, Jayaha. Thus ends the third chapter. Acceptance of the favorable words of nectar from the devotees and the life nectar of the surrendered souls, positive and progressive immortality. So this is the chapter on the words of the devotees, nectar and words of the surrendered souls. Positive and progressive immortality. Does anyone know what that means? Huh? What does that mean? Shantamars, you're laughing. What does that mean?
Well, I was just thinking, surrender is negative, but here this is a positive, and progressive immortality. Seems to be a little contradictory, Maharaj. But I'm feeling that the positive world can be approached through a negative mood. That is the thing.
Die to live, huh?
Yes, Maharaj.
And seemingly negative, die. But then comes the positive. Why is that? Live. How did the negative turn into the positive?
New synthesis.
Huh?
You have the positive, the thesis, then negative comes antithesis, and then you have the synthesis, the harmonization is a new positive, a new thesis. So you have positive, negative, then new positive, and then a new negative comes to negate that, and the new positive comes as synthesis. So that's Yavanovanam. What is it? Yavanovanam.
Nava?
Nava-yovanam. Yeah. Nava-yovanam.
Yes, although everything is dying, everything is living by that dying. In the living body, everything is dying. The body lives by dying. Dying is part of the living. That's called, and the body, we call it metabolism, the scientists call what's going on in the body metabolism. Metabolism means something is always changing. Whenever there is change, there is death. Something is gone, and something new comes. Change means something has to depart, something has to vanish, and then something has to appear. Ceasing to be and coming to be. Ceasing to be, coming to be. They have names in biology: metabolism, catabolism, anabolism. Somehow the whole process of dying and producing again a new thing is there going on. Body is not just a positive thing. The life is not just a positive thing. It requires negativity to be a positive, to be living, because it's not a static thing. The scientists see everything positively as there. An electron is an eternal entity for the scientists. They don't speak of the vanishing of the electron. It doesn't vanish into anything. It's always there, positive. It's immortal, you can say. But it's a positive thing. It's dead. So that's not Vedic conception. Vedic conception is dynamic. Dynamic means changing. And what is changing has to disappear in order to appear. Manifest and unmanifest. That's not called being. Being is the positive thing. But becoming, what is that? Becoming means the bud has to disappear in order for the rose to appear. Bud has to disappear. Then we have the becoming of the rose. So this body has to disappear and in order to create a new cells. New cells. Tree gets old, but it doesn't stop living. Every year it comes back. The perennial plants and flowers, trees, so forth, they're dying and living and dying and coming back to life again. Right? They're always fresh. They're not rotting in the soil. If they're sitting there, they rot. A tree would rot in the soil if it was just sitting there, but it doesn't rot. It's always fresh. The evergreen, the evergreen trees? They call them evergreen. You have one in the background with all the lights on it there's on in your house. Evergreen. Why do they call it evergreen? Because it doesn't, unless you cut it, of course, but it lives every year. Every season it's green. It doesn't dry out. Why is that evergreen?
Even though all evergreens, they all change their leaf or needles. They always die and then new
regenerate. Yeah. Therefore, Krishna is called Nava-yovana. Nava-yovana means ever youthful, ever fresh. Krishna is also ever fresh. We can see it in nature. Nature is also always fresh. If it dies, then it becomes rotten and it disappears. As long as it's living, it's ever fresh. It's dying and being born, regenerating itself. That's the nature of life. Life comes from life. It's regenerating its own life from its own life.
Even when it dies and rots, it becomes anew.
Well, that's another thing. But that nature is an ever generating, regenerating, ever new regeneration of itself. Huh? So you must die in order to live. That's the living process. And if you simply stay there without dying, then you become rotten. It's rotting life. So you have to regenerate, and you have to change, and it becomes life. Don't try to remain permanently fixed like a dead tree, like a stone. Anyhow, die to live. It's a process of life.
Maharaj, this progressive process also signifies that some people have like this understanding the spiritual world attainment is something, just you attain, then everything stops there. It's all finished, like a liberation kind of thing. But here, Sridhar Maharaj gives a progressive word actually. Because there is always, some scope of, moving forward is there.
Yes. If you stop progress, then you're dead. Only a dead thing doesn't progress. So that is searching. That is the real goal. Is to search. Searching is forever. We don't think we come to the goal. We're always searching. It's also an important part of separation. Separation means we're always searching. As soon as we give up the search, we're dead. As soon as you give up the search, the infinite becomes finite.
Sridhar Maharaj, his mutt's name also he gives Krishna Anusilana Sangha, and also he says that why to worry for result, process is so nice. So he emphasized more on the continuous and things than just final thing. Yes, this is finished.
The process, yes, the process. The process, not the result. Hegel also said something like that. That the truth is not only the result, but the process for getting there. Result means there must be some way to get there. You can't have a result unless you've gone through a process to get to that result. So the truth is not only the result, but the process, the result plus the process of getting there. So that's always the essential part of the truth also. Hare Krishna.
He also told Maharaj this Abhideya Tattva is the safe platform to be in. It is a middle platform and middle is always safe, he says. Then, reaching, thinking, like we already attained the prayojan.
What is this again?
Sridhar Maharaj says middle platform is the safe platform, the Abhideya. Abhidaya platform, then to think that we already attained the prayojan.
Maharaj could join.
Huh?
Yeah, he wake up.
He woke up. Oh,
yes.
he found this topic very interesting. Huh? He could not remain asleep. Oh, they are talking about this? What does he want to say?
I have to send him a link. Oh, he's here? No, someone else is here. He does.
I'm disturbing him by making some noise here, I think. He wake up.
Why are you all making so much noise? Is that what he wants to come Who's that?
Raghav Mai joined, I think, London.
Okay. Dandavats, Didi. Dandavats. Happy New Year.
He's muted.
Okay. I like that name. Rinky Das. Such an insignificant name, huh?
In Bengal, Das is the title of many people, Maharaj. Like in Odisha also. Odisha also.
But Rinky in the English means something very insignificant.
Oh.
No? Isn't it? Kanapriya, what do you think?
Dandavad Maharaj.
Dandavad.
Rinky dink, they say.
Rinky dink.
Yes. Dandavats, Muni Maharaj. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Maharaj. Dandavad.
Same to you, Maharaj.
Did we wake you? Did we wake you up?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Yes.
Muni Maharaj got his medical report, and his sugar is completely normal now.
Really?
He won the fight against diabetes.
There you go.
You have to give me your blessings so I can also conquer. By your blessings, I can do it also.
He was very strict with his diet, Maharaj, last few months. He'd not taken any oil, any salt, and even rice he's not taking. He's only taking the, what they call it, bajra, what the millets, millets, and he's various types of millets he's taking, and peanuts and things like that.
And vegetables, no?
Millet is very good. We take it regularly.
Vegetable also, no?
Maharaj, actually, as far as you are concerned, you have depended on insulin for a long time. So, I don't know what to tell you, but since you also have this kidney problems, so there are certain things in Ayurveda which are very nice.
All right.
Because I was also having this limit, protein coming out to the urine. So there are certain Ayurvedic medicines, and it seems to work out very nice. So also it improves all the kidney functions better than this modern medicines. So I mean, you can try that if you want.
You write a book, How You Cure Diabetes.
I'm not so sure.
People can benefit. Huh?
I don't know whether I cured or not, but this procedure seems to give good results. And one thing is that this jamun seed, jamun seed is an ancient Ayurvedic method to cure the symptoms of blood sugar. You can improve your blood sugar count over the period of if you take this, because it says that it also improves the pancreas and increases the insulin production, and there are so many things like that. One can try, Maharaj. But the only thing, you are dependent on medicines, so I don't know what to say.
Very nice. Krishna's mercy. The most important ingredient. Krishna's mercy.
Yes, Maharaj. Yes.
Maharaj?
Yes.
Maharaj?
Yes.
I'd like to meet my daughter, everybody. This is Yashoda.
Hi.
Hare
Haribo.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Happy New Year.
Is your daughter Kanupriya Devi?
Yes, she said her daughter.
Okay, okay.
Yes, Maharaj. This is Shanta Maharaj. That was Puri Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Not going to be with me long. She's moving in 2 weeks.
Oh.
She came to Navadip anytime?
I see. Okay, I think we end. Oh,
No, Maharaj.
thank you.
Yes,
all.
Maharaj. By your mercy, she'll come.
Oh, all right. I think we'll end our Sangha today. My Dandavat Pranam to you all. I think we had made a good start for the new year. Huh? Yes. And with Srila Govinda Maharaj's appearance, so it will definitely be a blessed year for all. Hope it will be much better than the previous year.
Yes. We can only go up from here, right?
Jai Vishnupad Paramahansa Pariva Jagadguru Srila Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj ki Jai.
More Bhakti Yoga ki Jai.
Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol.
Dandavat, Dandavat to all. Dandavat Maharaj.
Dandavat Maharaj.
Dandavat, everybody.